Hey there, YouTuber. So just down below, you can just barely see my Intel Optane 16 gigabyte memory. Now, most people use these with hard drives, say like a Seagate 7200 RPM, to hopefully speed those up. But if you have a solid state drive, then really you don't have much use for them. Now this gigabyte motherboard that I have here does have dual slots for M2s, and I was hoping that I would be able to use the RST function, get some improvement out of it. But one thing I discovered is that this drive might be something I could install an operating system on. So I took my thumb drive, which has Windows 10 preloaded on it for installations, and I went ahead and installed it. And surprisingly, I was able to put Windows 10 on there. Now, this is the 16 gig, and you see obviously there's a recovery partition in there, but out of those 12 gigs that are remaining, it left 1.91 gigs free. Now, I'm not sure how good this drive is going to perform, but I'm going to go ahead and run the CPU user benchmark and see if this is actually a viable drive for someone to put their operating system on. So far, it appears that it would work decently, so we're going to find out. All right, so we've got our CPU user benchmark installed. We're going to go ahead and run it. I apologize for the camera angles. Not the best, obviously. I do use a screen recorder, but in this case, since we're going with a super small drive, I didn't bother to install it on it. And this is going to take a little while, so I'm going to pause it for up until it scores it out at the end. All right, so only a little bit longer. All right, so did the CPU user benchmark. And just for reference, we have 3 drives on here. So for some reason it didn't give the actual overall bench score for this. But you can kind of compare it read-wise to a 7200 RPM drive and a 5400 RPM drive. It was much faster for reading, and writing was better than both drives. The mix score is considerably better, as well as all of the random 4K stuff. Now, what does this tell you? That it would appear that the Intel Optane 16 gig or 32 gig is a viable option for someone wanting to speed up their computer but not having a lot of money. So I think on eBay I've seen these used for $12. So not a bad option. Of course, for 20 to 30 you can get 120 gigs, but if you happen to have one of these lying around, hey, better to use it for something useful. And to be honest with you, I think this actually would speed up your computer more, having your operating system on here on this Optane chip, than it would to be using this in the other standard that Optane is used for with the hard drive. So further testing must be done, but initially this looks to be successful. Love to hear your comments if you tried this or you do try this. Thanks for checking out the video. Please like, please subscribe.